What is going on, people from the troop? Welcome back to another Pancho Things. I'm kind of running. Reason being is I still have some sunlight. It seems that we're going to be able to paint the boat this weekend. The weather apparently is going to help. So I'm going to get a head start. And I'm going to clean the boat, the bottom of the boat. And I'm going to also try to put the epoxy on the rivets. So let's see where we are. So in that way we can start painting tomorrow. But the sunlight is kind of fading. This is what we got. Here's the boat. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to work in the floor because I don't have a way to leave the boat up. So it's gonna be uncomfortable, but it's gonna have to do. So I'm gonna get cleaning up. I'm gonna let it dry and then I'm gonna sand up, and possibly, if the time and the light let me, I might start putting the epoxy tonight. So in that way tomorrow I just gotta sand up the epoxy, clean it all up, get it all really nice, and maybe put the first coat of paint. So let's go. Alright, so there's some areas on the boat that are dry, so I'm gonna start sanding. And I'm gonna start sanding by hand, so I'll show you. Alright, I just finished sanding the boat. A lot of that paint was really good. And as much as I put pressure, it won't come off. Some of it, that paint wasn't flaking off. Actually, that paint was just scratched off, but not flaking. So I sanded the best that I could, and I'm gonna let it sit tonight. I'm gonna put the epoxy in the morning. I'm gonna try to do the epoxy as early as I can. Catch up in the morning. What's happening? Alright, so next morning I already did my first trip to Home Depot, and I'm happy that I did. I ran out of sandpaper last night, and I looked at the boat this morning and it looked like it needs some more. Now I talked to somebody and they said, hey, if the paint of the boat is good, it's not flaking off, bubbling up on its own, you don't have to go straight to bare metal. You just want to give a rust texture so the paint actually can attach properly. So I read the can of paint and it already has a primer in it. So he said exactly the same, that if not needed be, you don't have to go full to the metal, which is helpful. But when I looked this morning, there's a lot of surfaces that I want to smooth out because there's scrapes and scratches and stuff that I want to be as smooth as possible. So I went to get some more sandpaper and I found this thing that you attach to your drill. So hopefully this is going to save us some time, as I wanted to just start putting the epoxy this morning, but unfortunately we're going to have to do some more sanding. So I'm going to give it a go to this. So let's go. Alright, so I'll show you all that it was, the progress I was doing yesterday. Oh my god, this screen is so nasty that I can even barely see. But so I was able to get a lot of it out, but this sticker right here didn't come out at all. So what I'm gonna end up having to do is that I'm gonna sand a little bit more with that thing and see what it does for us, and then we'll clean it up and put the epoxy. The epoxy is gonna go only on these rivets down here and the bottom rivets in the back. So that's all it's gonna be doing today, and then hopefully tomorrow we can do the painting. Let's go. Yeah. So this is 5 parts of the resin plus 1 part catalyst, so 100 grams on the 100 grams on the resin will be 20 grams on the catalyst. So I'm not gonna use it all. If I need more, I can always make some more, but right now I'm good. Really liquidy, so gotta be careful when I'm applying this. Alright, come into the brush, grab the camera, the big camera, and we'll get at it. I don't know if you guys can see, but the yellow kind of like separates. It's not integrating too well, so I've been mixing this for a minute now. I don't know what's happening here. Hopefully we didn't get scammed with the paint. A lot of people said that this is really thick and this looks really liquidy to me. The coverage looks alright. Wow, this is already dry now. Whew, that's rough. Let it dry, and then we'll come back, see what happens. Alrighty, so it's been quite a few days. My outro disappeared from the camera, so I'm gonna do it now and go a little bit really quickly on what we accomplished. So boat got sanded. So For the ones that don't know, I had a jump boat and has no leaks, not anything. I just wanted to paint it and I wanted to camouflage it. So as a precautionary measurement, I decided to add epoxy to all the rivers that are going to be underwater. So sanded the boat, cleaned it all really well, applied the epoxy. That epoxy got solid hard, and then we did the painting. So that's where I'm going to stop for this first part. Then the second part is going to be the camo. The camo is going to be extremely tricky, and more for people, for somebody like me that I don't normally do like paintings and stuff like that on boats and none of that stuff. Reason being, I chose to go with the hex pattern, and I made the mistake to buy the biggest stencil they had, and turns out that it's one, massive, and two, it's kind of complicated to get it into the rivet. So I've been practicing on the bottom of the boat to try to figure out what is going to be the best approach to the sides, which is what is going to be seen. The bottom is going to be seen, so it don't matter much, but the sides I want it to look nice. It's going to be really difficult to make it perfect due to the fact that the boat is in the ground, it's not elevated, it's really difficult to work, but I can do the best that I can to make it look nice and clean. So that being said, I'm going to be picking up again the camera on the boat once I started working on the camouflage, and I'm going to put snippets of all the trials and errors of what I have tried and what I have think might work, what might not work. So that's where we are. Fortunately, the weather is being crazy. One day it rains, one day it's cold, one day it's hot. So it's been really difficult to get into it. But in the process of like, well, it's wet, it's dry, it's hot, it's cool. I've done some fishing, and I'm gonna be releasing some of those footage as well as I'm filming the rest of the finishing of the boat. But once the boat is fully camo painted, then we're gonna do extend the front platform of the boat is going to be extended a little bit so I can put Commodore's blind for hunting season, which, by the way, you guys are going to be seeing next weekend. I'm going to be taking Commodore to his first two hunt tests, and let's see how that's going to go. We're going to be doing the first hunt test the 16th and the 17th. So that's going to be super fun. I'm using this as a measurement for him to go and run a little bit more, since the hunting season was really slow and kind of slacked. So we're gonna see if we can get the junior title. If we don't, we don't. But it's more for him to go and run and chase some birds and do some work. You know, keep him active and out of the routine of the training. But there you have it. This is the first part of the making the makeover of the boat. So that's where we are. The next part you're gonna see is me finishing the camo, and then we'll jump into the extending the platform, doing the floor. But with the boat already painted, I can go fishing with the boat and use it as I'm working on getting the floor ready. So thank you so very much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell so you can be notified every time that I upload a new video. And if you haven't yet, Pancho Things, if you go to panchothings.com, I got this t-shirt. This is a one of a kind. This is not gonna come back. So once again, panchothings.com, I got t-shirts in there, I got stickers, I got ammo bags, I got a couple of other things. So if you want to support the channel, you can like, share, subscribe, and also go to panchothings.com, get you a t-shirt, get you a sticker, whatever it's gonna be. That will highly be appreciated, as that is straight help to this channel. Thank you very much, and Pancho.